you can stop trying for a moment. You are here, and I am here with you. Nothing needs to be solved right now. Nothing needs to be managed. You can simply be as you are, in the exact state you're in. And you do not have to be any different to be allowed to rest. You do not have to earn ease. You can just arrive exactly like this. If you notice any part of you still bracing, that is okay. You do not have to push it away. You can let it sit there and still rest. Even that bracing can be included. Even that tightness can be welcome here without being asked to change. And if it feels comfortable, you might let your attention spread wide through your whole body, all at once, not scanning for anything, just noticing that you have a body and it is being held by something steady. You might notice where the surface meets you, the simple contact points that are already carrying your weight. And if nothing feels clear, that is fine too. You can still be held. You might allow your shoulders to loosen by a fraction, only as much as they want to. You might let your jaw soften just enough to stop gripping, and your hands can be unclenched or still clenched. Either way is fine. And you might let your eyes be heavy behind your lids if they are closed, or simply let your gaze be easy if they are open. No need to decide. Let your belly be neutral. Let your legs be whatever they are. You do not have to create comfort. You can just notice any place that is already a little less tense, and let that be enough. And if you cannot find that place right away, you do not have to search. You can just let your body be honest. Rest can still begin, even before anything changes. And now, without effort, you can notice your breathing. No need to deepen it. No need to fix it. Just the simple fact of an inhale arriving and an exhale leaving. You do not have to follow the whole breath. You can notice just one part of it. The gentle start of the inhale, or the way the exhale loosens you even a little. If your mind wanders, that is allowed. When you notice it, you can come back in the easiest way to the next exhale. And you are not behind if you wander. You are not doing anything wrong. You are simply human, and you are still here with me. And with that exhale, you can let a little weight drop down into what is supporting you. Like your body remembers how to be held. And that can be the rhythm for now. Inhale arrives. exhale releases, and you sink just a little into what is already holding you. One more easy inhale, exactly as it wants to be. And as you exhale, you can soften and sink into what's holding you. And you can let yourself be worth this. Worth the quiet. Worth the softness. Worth being cared for in a simple, ordinary way. Somewhere far in the background of your imagination, it can be dusk near a quiet shoreline. Nothing to picture clearly, just a distant sense of evening settling. Maybe there is cooler air moving gently across the open space of the beach. Maybe the sound of the water is soft and steady, far off, not pulling you anywhere, just existing in the background, the way your breath exists. And the light can be low and unhurried. The day easing down without needing your help. You can let that same easing happen inside you. And you can stay right here with me. Listening is enough. Breathing is already happening. Rest can begin in the smallest way. And if sleep comes early, that is welcome too. You do not need to hold on to my words. You can let them pass through while you keep sinking into what supports you. You can keep letting my words be simple background. And if you drift for a moment, that is completely fine. You can return whenever you return, without effort. And for now, we will just move slowly through your body, from feet up to the crown of your head. Nothing to achieve, just a gentle softening in a steady order. You can begin by noticing your breathing again. An inhale arriving in its own way, and an exhale leaving. You do not have to change it. Just noticing is enough. Now, bring the softest attention to your feet. However you sense them is fine. Clear or unclear. Present or distant. You might let your feet loosen. You might let them soften. And if they do not soften, that is okay too. They can be exactly as they are and still be included in rest. With your next exhale, you can allow your feet to feel a little heavier. Not forced, just permitted. Like they can settle down into what is already supporting you. Let the toes be easy. Let the soles be unbothered. And if your mind comments, that is allowed. You do not have to answer it. You can simply come back to the next exhale slowly up into your lower legs. You might invite them to loosen, to melt a little, to stop holding themselves up. If you notice any tightness there, you do not have to fix it. You can just let it be seen and let your exhale make a bit more room around it. Let your knees be easy. Nothing to maintain. And then your upper legs can soften too. Not all at once, just in the smallest way. If thoughts float through, you can let them float, like background movement at dusk. No need to follow them. No need to push them away. And with an exhale, you can let a little weight drop down through your legs, softening, loosening, and sinking into support. Now bring your attention to your hips and pelvis. This area can be allowed to settle, allowed to be heavy, allowed to stop doing anything at all. If you notice holding here, you do not have to reason with it. You can simply give it permission to rest, even a little. One gentle, and on the, you might let this whole bowl of your body feel supported, as if it can be fully received, fully held. And if the feeling is faint, that is still enough. A small softening counts. Even no softening counts. You are still allowed to rest. Now slowly move up into your torso. Let your belly be neutral again. No need to hold it in. No need to make it relaxed. Just letting it be. Let your chest be easy. Not lifted. Not controlled. Simply present. And your back can soften too, in whatever way it can. It can loosen without you doing anything about it. It can soften a fraction on the exhale. If your mind wanders here, that is normal. You do not need to start over. You can just come back to the feeling of being supported. And with your next exhale, let the torso soften. Let it get heavier and sink into support. Now, gently bring attention to your shoulders. They can drop by the smallest amount, or not drop at all. Either way, they are allowed to stop trying. Let your arms be heavy. Let them be carried. Your elbows can be unguarded. Your forearms can loosen. and your hands. You do not have to make them open. If they open, they open. If they stay closed, that is fine. They can rest either way. Take one easy inhale, and as you exhale, let your shoulders and arms soften. Let them get heavy and sink into support. Now your neck. You can let it be unhurried. Let the throat be easy. Nothing to say. Nothing to hold back. And your jaw can soften again. Just enough to stop bracing. Your tongue can rest in the easiest way. Let your cheeks be smooth. Let the area around your eyes be soft. Your forehead can uncrease if it wants to. If any part of the face stays tense, you are not doing it wrong. You can let that tension be there, and still let the rest of you soften around it. Notice your breathing again. Inhale arrives. Exhale leaves. And you do not have to track it closely. Just the sense of it coming and going. Now move up to the crown of your head. You can let the whole top of the head feel smooth and quiet, like it can rest downward. And with a long, natural exhale, let your head feel a little heavier. Let it soften and sink into support. You have moved through your whole body, and you do not need to hold the sequence in your mind. It has already been done. If sleep comes now, you can let it. If you stay awake, that is fine too. Either way, you are safe. Either way, your body can keep softening in its own time. And if thoughts return, you can let them drift at the edges. You can come back again and again to one simple thing: the exhale, the release, the feeling of sinking into what is holding you. And you can stay with that exhale for a moment longer. The release, the feeling of sinking into what is holding you, without needing to do anything else. You can imagine you are on a quiet shoreline at dusk. Not busy, not sharp, just a simple stretch of sand that lets you pass slowly. The air is cool and mild against your skin. The light is already dimming, little by little. and you are not trying to get anywhere quickly. You are simply being carried forward by the calm pace of the moment. You might notice how the ground under you stays steady. Sand firm enough to hold you, soft enough to receive you. Nothing you need to judge. Nothing you need to get right. In a little while, we will count down from 10 to 1. One number at a time. Each number the same. No effort. No need to hold on tightly. And if your attention comes and goes, that is okay. If you feel calm or not calm, that is okay too. You can still be here. You can still be resting. If you fall asleep anywhere in the count, that is completely okay. You do not have to stay with every word. Sleep can come whenever it comes. Let your breath be natural again. Just feel the inhale arrive and feel the exhale leave. And on the exhale, let a little more weight settle down into support. And you might let one quiet word be there with the breath. Easy. And once more, just for a moment, you can let the exhale be the only thing. Let it empty out. Let it carry a little of the day away from you. And let what holds you hold you. 10. One easy inhale. One slow exhale. Let your body soften just a fraction. Let it be carried. The tide pool is gently nearer. And you can keep the count simple. You do not have to remember where you are. You can let each number arrive fresh and leave. 9. Inhale arrives. Exhale leaves. You do not have to manage anything. You can release control, even a little. The cool air stays calm around you. And if you like, you can let the exhale carry one simple cue. Soften, and if anything in you still wants to hold on, that is allowed. You do not have to force it to change. You can let it rest beside the breath for now. 8. Easily, softly, let your shoulders be less involved. Let your jaw be easy. The tide pool comes a little closer. You might notice how your arms can feel a little heavier as you exhale, like they can stop helping, like they can be carried too. 7. Inhale. Exhale. If thoughts drift through, they can drift. No need to follow. No need to fix. The light continues to dim quietly. And if you notice any feeling at all in your chest, open or tight, warm or neutral, that can be included. Nothing has to be different before you are allowed to rest. 6. Let the breath move itself. And on the out breath, let the belly be neutral. Let the chest be unforced. The tide pool is nearer now. You might sense the simple sound of the shoreline, quiet and steady, not asking for your attention, just being there like your breath. 5. Inhale arrives in its own way. Exhale leaves, and you can let go with it. And you can let that letting go be enough. Let yourself settle more fully into what is already underneath you. And you do not have to do anything with this moment. You do not have to use it. You can simply be here and let it pass through you. And it is still true right here. If sleep takes you now, you can let it. There is nothing you need to finish. And if you are still awake, you are not behind. You are not missing anything. This is still rest. 4. Let your arms be heavy. Let your hands rest in whatever shape they choose. The shoreline stays simple and steady. You might notice the weight of your body meeting what supports you. A quiet contact. And on the exhale, a small surrender into it. 3. Inhale. Exhale. Your neck can be unhurried. Your face can soften around the eyes. The tide pool is close enough to sense it nearby. And if your mind becomes hazy or dull or floaty, you can let that happen. You do not have to sharpen your focus. You can let the evening do what evenings do. 2. Let the breath be light and natural. Let your thoughts stay at the edges if they are there. You can release control again. Nothing to solve. The air feels a little cooler as the evening deepens. And you might notice how the dimming light asks less and less of you. Like the world is becoming quieter. Like you can become quieter too, without trying. One more easy inhale. And a long, gentle exhale. Let the whole body soften. Let the whole body be heavy. Let it sink into support. And the tide pool is simply here, gently near, without you doing anything at all. You do not need to picture it clearly. It can be only a faint sense of closeness. And for a few breaths now, you can let the counting be over. Nothing to hold in your mind. Just breath arriving, breath leaving. If you are already sleeping, you can keep sleeping. If you are still awake, you can keep resting. Breath coming, breath going, dusk dimming little by little. And if any part of you is still listening closely, that can soften too. It can stop tracking. It can let the words be background again. And once more, on an exhale, you can let it be simple. Let it be a quiet letting go. Let your weight be received by what is holding you. And you can keep letting that exhale empty out in its own time. No effort, no need to hold yourself up inside. Beside you now, the tide pool can feel close and simple. A shallow bowl of quiet water gathered near the shoreline. The edge is smooth. The water is still. And you do not need to do anything with it. You can just rest beside it. If you like, you can let yourself settle into a spot that feels clearly supported. Maybe you are on the sand, where it is firm enough to hold you. Maybe there is a cushion beneath you, or a light blanket over you, or even a simple chair that feels steady and safe. Whatever is easiest. You are safe here. Nothing is needed from you. Nothing is being asked. Just one natural inhale arriving, and one natural exhale leaving. And on the exhale, you can let a little more of your weight sink down into what is holding you. The tide pool stays calm beside you. The dusk keeps dimming, little by little, and you get to be exactly as you are. If the body wants to soften, it can. If it does not, that is okay too. You are still allowed to rest. Let the ankles be easy. The feet can rest in their own shape. And with the next exhale, any extra effort in the legs can drain away, down into the surface beneath you. And you might notice the sand under you, steady and simple. Cool grains that do not ask you to be anything. Firm enough to trust. Soft enough to receive your weight. You are supported. Held without being gripped. Nothing to manage. Breath comes in. Breath goes out. And again, on the out-breath, you can let the release be real, even if it is small. Let the body soften. Let it sink into what is holding you. You might notice the way the air feels cool and mild. Not sharp, just present. The water in the tide pool stays quiet. Stillness resting inside stillness. And you might sense a faint, gentle sound at the shoreline. Not loud, just a soft coming and going that can happen without you paying attention to it. And if your attention wanders, that is allowed. You can come back to one simple thing. The feeling of an exhale leaving your body. Shoulders can drop without you making them. Arms can grow heavy without you arranging them. Hands can rest open or loose in whatever shape they choose. And you can know this too. You are welcome here. Worthy of rest, exactly as you are. Seen in this moment, without needing to explain a thing. You are safe. You are not being evaluated. You do not have to stay awake for this to work. If sleep takes you now, you can let it. Take one slightly deeper breath, only if it feels comfortable. And as you exhale, let your weight be received by what is holding you. return to natural breathing again. No counting, no shaping it. You can rest beside the tidepool the way you might rest beside someone quiet who does not need anything from you. The water is there. You are here. That is enough. Now softly, another loop. Inhale arrives. A little space in the chest, in its own way. Exhale leaves, and the belly can be unforced. The jaw can loosen. The tongue can rest. And on the exhale, you can let it all sink into support. You might feel the steady contact beneath you. Sand, cushion, chair, bed. Whatever it happens to be for you tonight, it can be enough. You do not have to decide it perfectly. The simplest comfort is allowed. And it is already doing the holding. You do not have to. The tide pool stays shallow and calm. Its smooth edge, its quiet water. Nothing changing quickly. Nothing surprising. And if you cannot picture it clearly, that is completely fine. You only need the idea of stillness nearby. A simple place to rest your mind. Another gentle loop. Breath in. Breath out. And with the out breath, let your back be heavy. Let the muscles along the spine stop, holding so much. Let the weight pour down into the surface beneath you. And with that same exhale, you can let the shoulders soften again and sink. Not by effort, just by being received. You are safe here, even if thoughts keep arriving. Even if the mind is busy at the edges. You do not have to fix the mind to be allowed to rest. If a thought comes, it can come. And it can pass when it passes. You can keep returning to the same simple ending. Exhale. Soften sink into what is holding you. And you might notice, little by little, that the body begins to feel more settled, heavier in a comfortable way, more supported, like the ground is certain and you can be uncertain. You can let the support do its job. And if your listening begins to blur at the edges, that is welcome too. The words can thin out. You can let them fade into the background whenever they want to. If you are drifting, you can drift. If you are awake, you can stay right here beside the tide pool, resting anyway. One more soft breath, just as it is. Inhale arrives. Exhale leaves. And the exhale can carry you down into the safety of being held. And you can keep resting beside this quiet water with nothing to do and nowhere to go. And you can stay right there, beside the tide pool, with nowhere to go. Just let your next breath be simple, not improved, not managed, and early, gently, we will tether it to something steady. Feeling your belly rise, you can imagine the tide pool filling. Feeling your belly fall, you can imagine the tide pool easing back. Nothing dramatic, nothing fast, just a quiet, repeating motion. Inhale. The belly rises a little in its own way, and the tide pool gently fills. Exhale. The belly softens and falls, and the tide pool gently recedes. Let the jaw unclench. Let the shoulders loosen. And let your weight sink into what is holding you, the surface beneath you. Inhale again. Belly rises. Tide pool fills. Exhale again. Belly falls. Tide pool eases back. Arms can be heavy. Hands hands can rest in whatever shape they choose. And you are supported, held without being gripped by what is holding you beneath. If thoughts come in, that is okay. They can hover at the edges. You do not have to follow them. You can keep returning to this one steady pairing. Inhale. Belly rises. Tide pool fills. Exhale. Belly falls. Tide pool recedes. Let the muscles around the mouth soften. Let the tongue rest. And after the water eases back, you can ease back too, into what is holding you. Inhale. A quiet lift in the belly. A quiet fill in the tide pool. Exhale. Softening in the belly. Softening in the tide pool. Let the shoulders drop without you making them. Let the back be heavy. Let the lower back loosen just a little, without you doing anything to make it happen. And sink into what is holding you, beneath you. And you do not have to hold the rhythm in place. It can keep repeating, even if your attention comes and goes. Even if you only catch parts of it. You can let the support beneath you be the steady thing. Let it take the weight of your hips. Let it take the weight of your shoulders. Let it hold you without any work from you at all. Inhale. Belly rises. Tide pool fills. Exhale. Belly falls. Tide pool eases back. The neck can soften at the sides. The throat can be easy. And the weight can keep sinking into what is holding you, the surface under you. And you are doing nothing wrong if it feels subtle. Subtle is enough. Quiet is enough. Inhale. A gentle fill. The chest can make a little space without strain. Tidepool fills. Exhale. A gentle easing back. The chest can soften again. Tidepool recedes. And you can let your whole front body be unforced. Belly, ribs, jaw. And sink into what is holding you, beneath you. And if you lose track of the words, that is welcome. You can forget the phrasing and keep the feeling. Rise, fill, fall, ease back. Inhale, belly rises. Tidepool fills. Exhale, belly falls. Tidepool recedes. The forehead can smooth. The eyes can rest without effort. And your weight can be received by the surface beneath you. And you are still safe here, worthy of rest, even if your mind is not quiet yet. Worthy of rest, even if the day is still echoing a little. Inhale, belly rises. Tidepool fills. Exhale, belly softens and falls. Tidepool eases back. Let the space between the eyebrows loosen. Let the corners of the eyes be soft. And let the weight in your arms pour down into the support beneath you. Inhale. The inhale arrives all by itself. The tidepool fills all by itself. Exhale. The exhale leaves all by itself. The tidepool eases back all by itself. You do not have to do anything for this rhythm to continue. And you can let it be slightly imperfect. If the breath is shallow, that is fine. If If it deepens, that is fine too. The tide pool does not require a certain kind of breath. Inhale, belly rises, tide pool fills. Exhale, belly falls, tide pool recedes. Jaw soft, shoulders soft, belly unforced. Let the thighs be heavy without you arranging them. And after the easing back, let yourself sink into what is holding you beneath you. And you can keep letting the support do the holding. The part of you that tries to stay ready can rest too. Even that can soften. Inhale, belly rises, tide pool fills. Exhale, belly falls, tide pool eases back. The tongue can be heavy in the mouth. The jaw can hang a little looser. And you can keep sinking into what is holding you, the support beneath you. You are safe here. You are allowed to drift. If sleep begins to brush the edges of your awareness, you do not have to resist it. You can let it happen in its own time. And if you are still awake, you can stay with the simplest part. Inhale, a gentle fill. Exhale, a gentle release. And the tide pool keeps doing what it does. Filling, easing back. While your body is held by what is beneath you. While your mind is allowed to quiet in its own time. And you can keep letting that rhythm carry itself. The tide pool filling and easing back. Your breath arriving and leaving. And out there, above the shoreline, dusk can continue its slow change. Nothing sudden. just the light deepening, one quiet shade at a time. If you do not picture it clearly, that is perfectly fine. You can simply let the idea of it be enough. And while the sky changes, you do not have to do anything. You can be the one who is held. Begin with a pale gold, still lingering at the edge of the day. Not bright, more like a softened warmth, thinning out as it spreads. With the next inhale, let that pale gold feel like it makes a little space at the crown of your head. No effort, just room. With the exhale, let the scalp loosen. Let the forehead smooth. And let that softness pour downward, as if gravity welcomes it. Let your weight sink into what is holding you, beneath you. Thoughts can still float through. They do not mean anything needs solving right now. You can notice thinking and let it pass without following. Another easy inhale. Another easy exhale. And the pale gold can gently fade into rose. Not a sharp pink, a quiet rose, like color seen through evening air. As that rose arrives, you can let it touch the eyes and the tiny muscles around them. The eyelids can rest. The space between the eyebrows can loosen. And as you let the cheeks soften, let the jaw unhook. Let the tongue be heavy and unbothered. And sink again into what is holding you, letting the exhale carry you down. If you find yourself caught on a thought, you do not have to pull it apart. You can simply return to the pairing that is already here. Inhale a gentle fill. Exhale a gentle easing back. And the sky can deepen again. Rose slowly cooling into lavender. does not ask for attention. Just a calm tone settling in, like the day is lowering its voice. Let that lavender drift down through the neck and throat. The sides of the neck can soften. The throat can be easy. Then let it move into the shoulders. Not forcing them down. Just allowing them to be heavier than they were a moment ago. And with the next exhale, let the shoulders pour their weight into the support beneath you. Like setting something down. Like being allowed to stop holding yourself up. Sink into what is holding you. And the tide pool keeps doing what it does. Filling, easing back. If thoughts come, they can unhook a little more each time. You can let them be background. You do not have to give them a face, or a name, or a future. Just thinking. And then back to the breath. Now, very gradually, lavender deepens into indigo. A darker blue settling in, steady and quiet. As indigo arrives, let it move down through the arms. Upper arms softening. Elbows unbending in their own time. Forearms heavy. Hands can rest in whatever shape they choose. Fingers can loosen. Nothing to hold. Nowhere you need to reach. And as you exhale, let the weight in the arms sink down into what is holding you. Let the support beneath you receive it all. No effort required. Here is the line you can keep, simple and steady, even if everything else blurs. Filling, easing back. If the mind drifts away from the words, you are allowed. If sleep begins to gather closer, you are allowed. You do not have to stay awake for this. You can let yourself fall asleep at any point, and nothing will be missed. And after that permission, let the exhale be a soft letting go. Let your whole body sink into what is holding you, beneath you. Indigo can deepen further, becoming almost night. Not black, just a deep, calm shade that feels like quiet arriving. Let that deeper color wash down through the chest and ribs. The chest can be unforced. The ribs can loosen around the breath. And lower still into the belly. The belly can be soft. No bracing. No holding in. Inhale, a gentle fill in the belly. Exhale, the belly eases back. And as it eases back, you can ease back too, sinking into what is holding you. If a thought tries to hook you again, you do not have to fight it. You can let it be there and let it loosen on its own. Like a thread sliding free when you stop pulling. Let the darker calm move through the hips and upper legs. Hips heavy, thighs heavy, knees soft, down into the calves, ankles loose, and all the way to the feet. Toes can unclench. Soles can rest. And with the next exhale, let the whole lower body sink. Let gravity do it. Let the support beneath you do the holding. The sky has completed its deepening. Pale gold to rose. Rose to lavender. Lavender to indigo. And the simple closeness of night. After all those shifts, you can let yourself be even simpler. Just breath, just the tide pool, just being held. Inhale, the tide pool fills. Exhale, the tide pool eases back. And on the easing back, you ease back too, sinking into what is holding you. Nothing to figure out. Nothing to keep. If the words grow faint in your awareness, that is okay. You can drift with the darker calm and let thinking unhook, one exhale at a time. And you can stay with the same simple rhythm. The tide pool filling and easing back. And on each easing back, sinking into what is holding you beneath you. And you can stay right here with that same simple rhythm. Nothing new to do. Nothing you need to hold together. If your mind is already drifting, you can let it drift. If you are still awake, you are welcome here too. Either way, you are safe. You do not have to be any particular version of yourself right now. You do not have to be calm in the right way. You can just be as you are and still be held. And if there is any part of you that is still bracing, you can let it loosen a little. Not all at once. Just enough to feel the support under you, already doing the work. And just for a moment, only if it feels easy, you might let one small thank you appear. Not a list. Just one. It could be thank you for making it through the day. Or thank you to your body for carrying you. Or simply, thank you for this softness you are allowed to have right now. and you can let that thank you be simple. It does not have to be bright. It might feel like a small warmth in the chest, or a gentle easing in the belly. It might not feel like anything at all. It could be only a quiet thought passing through. That still counts. You do not have to reach for it. You do not have to press it into place. You can let it arrive in its own way and linger for a breath or two. No need to feel anything specific. No need to make it sincere. It can be faint. It can be quiet. Even the idea of it is enough. And now you can let that thank you dissolve. Like setting it down. Like letting it float away on its own. And in the space it leaves behind, you can be even more rested. Nothing to add. Nothing to fix. Come back to what is already happening. Inhale a gentle fill. Exhale a gentle easing back. And as you exhale, you can let the shoulders be heavier. Let the jaw stay unhooked. Let the hands rest without holding anything. If you notice any last tight places, you do not have to chase them down. You can let them soften on their own time. And you can keep sinking into what is holding you. Filling, easing back. And on the easing back, sink into what is holding you beneath you. And if thoughts return, they can return. You do not have to follow them. You can let them be far off while you stay close to this steadiness. Filling, easing back. You do not have to follow the words now. You do not have to stay with me. Sleep can come whenever it comes. If you hear in the middle of a breath, that is perfectly okay. If you stay awake a little longer, that is perfectly okay too. Filling, easing back. And on each easing back, you can let yourself be a little more contained by the support beneath you. A little more allowed to stop trying. Filling, easing back. And you can keep resting in that same easing back. Nothing to manage. Nothing to hold up. The tide pool can stay with you in the background now. Not as something to focus on, just a steady, familiar rhythm. A gentle approach and a gentle retreat. And while you breathe, the evening can deepen on its own. You do not have to make the sky change. You do not have to notice it perfectly. Inhale a soft fill. Exhale an easy letting go. And as you exhale, you can allow the day to dim. As if the light is simply stepping back. As if everything is becoming quieter in color. If your mind wants to follow a thought for a moment, that is okay. You can let it wander a little and still be safe. you can come back to the feeling of being supported. Without effort, the surface under you is already holding you. You do not have to hold yourself. Inhale. Exhale. And on the exhale, you can let your weight settle down. Sink into what is holding you beneath you. Out there in the same quiet coastal space, the tide pool keeps its slow pulse. It recedes a little more into the edges of awareness. Like a sound you trust. And as the sky darkens, the first stars can appear. Unnamed, uncounted, just soft points of light, arriving without any need for your attention. They can be so few that they almost feel like the last of the daylight, thinning out. Just a quiet shift above you, nothing you need to follow. You do not have to look for them. You do not have to keep track. If they are clear, they are clear. If they are faint, that is fine too. And in this gentle darkening, you can notice a crescent moon. Not bright, not demanding, just a thin curve of light, calm and steady. It can feel like a simple shape of holding. Like a quiet cradle in the sky. Like something that says, without words, you are allowed to be held. And you do not have to do anything with that. You can just let it exist and let your body respond in its own way. filling, easing back, and on the easing back, sink into what is holding you beneath you. If there is still a place inside you that keeps watch, you do not have to argue with it. You do not have to force it to stop. You can simply let the watchfulness rest its weight too. Just for this breath, inhale as gentle as it wants to be. Exhale and let the shoulders drop a fraction. Let the belly soften. Let the eyes rest in their sockets. Night can arrive the way it always does. Slowly, naturally, you do not have to meet it halfway. And the crescent can stay there, unchanged. A quiet curve of light. A simple reminder that holding does not require effort. Filling, easing back, if thoughts drift through, they can drift through. Like distant movement at the edge of the tidepool. Present, then gone. You do not have to reach after them. And if you lose the words, you can lose the words. You do not have to stay with my voice. You do not have to stay awake to get anything from this. You are safe. You are supported. And you are allowed to rest. Filling, easing back, and on the easing back, sink into what is holding you beneath you. might notice how night softens edges, how it makes everything simpler. Less to take in, less to respond to. The tide pool remains quiet and steady, doing what it does. The stars remain uncounted. And the crescent remains, gently holding its curve. And you can let that be enough. If sleep comes now, right in the middle of a sentence, that is perfectly okay. If sleep comes between one breath and the next, that is perfectly okay too. You do not have to help it. Filling, easing back, and on the easing back, sink into what is holding you beneath you. Nothing you need to finish. Nothing you need to understand. Just this held feeling. The crescent in the dark sky. The quiet rhythm in the background. Your body giving its weight away, little by little. Inhale. Exhale. And you can keep letting go. In the simplest way. On the exhale, down into what holds you. You are not required to stay awake. You are not required to try. You are already held. Filling, easing back, and even the sky can be only a darker softness now. Just a little more night arriving. nothing new to notice. And in that darker softness now, you can let everything become even simpler. You are still here. You are still supported. And you can let the words thin out whenever they want to. The quiet curve of the moon can feel like silver calm in the sky. And you can imagine that same soft silver drifting down through you. Not bright, not sharp, just a cool, gentle kind of light, arriving without effort. Inhale. Exhale. And on the exhale, you can let the crown of your head soften. Let it loosen. Let it melt and settle down into what is holding you. The silver can rest there for a moment, light as air. And then, without needing you to move it, it can drift to your forehead. Softening the skin there. Unclenching what you did not realize you were holding. Inhale a soft fill. Exhale an easy letting go. Let the forehead smooth. Let the temples unclasp. Let the muscles around the eyes release and sink down. You do not have to keep your attention steady. If it drifts, it drifts. You can come back on any breath. Or not come back at all. Sleep is allowed to take over whenever it wants to. And the silver calm can move on in its own slow way. through your cheeks. Along the jaw. You can let the jaw loosen by a fraction. Let the tongue rest. Let the mouth be soft and unworked. Inhale. Exhale. And on the exhale, let the neck release. Let the throat be easy. Let the back of the neck widen into the surface beneath you. The tidepool rhythm can stay only as a distant steadiness now. A familiar approach and retreat, barely noticed. And your breathing can follow that same simple easing. Inhale, filling. Exhale, easing back. And on the easing back, sink into what is holding you beneath you. Let the silver move into your shoulders. Not pushing. Just arriving. The shoulders can drop a little. Or they can only soften on the inside. Either way is enough. Inhale. Exhale. And with the exhale, let the weight of the shoulders pour out of you. Let it melt down. Let it sink down into what supports you. The silver can drift down your arms now. Upper arms soft. Elbows easy. Forearms unguarded. Hands resting. others doing nothing at all. If the mind offers a thought, it can float through. You do not have to finish it. You do not have to solve it. You can let it pass and keep sinking. Inhale soft. Exhale slow. And on the exhale, let the chest soften. Let the ribs be unheld. Let the heart area be gentle and unprotected, just for now. The silver calm can move through the center of you. Down through the upper belly. Down through the lower belly. Let the belly be soft. Let it rise when it rises. Let it fall when it falls. Inhale. Exhale. And with that exhale, sink into what is holding you beneath you. Let the silver drift into the hips. Unclenching. Unholding. The pelvis can feel heavy in the best way. Like it is being received. And you do not have to stay with my voice. You do not have to track where we are. If you lose the thread, you can lose it. If sleep comes right now, that is perfectly okay. Inhale, gentle. Exhale, and let the silver move down the thighs. Thighs soft. Knees easy. calves loosening, ankles unheld, and the feet can let go too. The heels resting, the arches no longer working. The toes uncurled, or simply less curled than before. Inhale. Exhale. And on the exhale, let the whole body soften at once. Melt down. Sink down into what is holding you, beneath you. The silver calm can remain faint and steady, like a quiet blessing of light. And the distant rhythm beyond, you can keep its slow approach and retreat without asking anything of you. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Just this soft body giving its weight away. Inhale. Exhale. And if sleep wants you now, you can let it have you. And you can keep letting everything fade, just as it is. No need to hold any picture in place. No need to follow the words closely. You are already safe. You are already supported. Let the tide pool become only a sense of easing, and come back to the mattress supporting you and the quiet rhythm of breath. You do not have to do anything with that breath. It can be shallow or deep. Smooth or uneven. Let it be natural. And if you notice any part of you still trying to get it right, you can let that soften too. tonight it can be simple. You can just be here and be held. And feel again the simple fact of being held. The places where your body makes contact. The steady receiving underneath you. Notice how the mattress does the work of holding you up. You do not have to hold yourself. You do not have to brace. Inhale. Exhale. And on the exhale, you can let your weight pour down into the mattress without thinking about it. And if the exhale feels small, that is okay. Even a small exhale can be a letting go. Even a small letting go can be enough for now. Any last traces of shoreline, any last sense of open air can soften and thin until they are just background. And then even the background can quiet. If a thought appears, it does not need your attention. You can let it pass without finishing it. If you notice you were thinking, that is fine. You can return to the feeling of being held. And if you do not return, if you simply drift, that is fine too. Nothing here depends on you staying focused. Inhale and let the breath arrive. Exhale and let the body settle. Sink down into what is holding you, beneath you. Let the back of your body be heavy. Let the front of your body be soft. Let the space behind your eyes be easy. You do not have to stay with my voice. you can drift in and out. You can miss whole sentences. Sleep can take you at any moment, and nothing needs to be completed. And if sleep comes right in the middle of a breath, that is perfectly okay. If it comes between two words, that is perfectly okay. Shoulders loose. Jaw unworked. Hands resting. Belly soft. Let the legs be unneeded now. Let the feet be unneeded now. Everything can rest the way it wants to rest. And again, just for comfort, sink into what is holding you. And you can let the last little edges of effort drain out. Like weight settling lower without you doing anything at all. The words can become fewer now. More space. More quiet. And in that space, you can feel how unpressured this moment is. You are not behind. You are not required to do anything else tonight. A slow inhale. A slow exhale. Nothing to manage. Nothing to solve. And if you are still awake, you can just keep resting anyway. And if you are almost asleep, you can let yourself go the rest of the way. Just the mattress. Just the breath. And the gentle permission to fall asleep whenever sleep arrives. And you can let it arrive now. Or in a few minutes. Either way, you are still held.